And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the stream. My name is Talesian. There you are, and here I am. And today on Fantasy Friday, we are doing Lord of the Rings Online. Now, we just made ourselves the end of last session to Galtrev in the Dunlands, and we're working our way toward Isengard and the Gap of Rohan. We're currently level 67, max is 65. Got a couple pieces of news that I wanted to share real quick. Let me go ahead and pull them up. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to do that. One of the biggest is that, let me see here. Let me pull this up real quick. There we go. Let me get my thing set up here. There we go. Let's do it this way. Lord of the Rings Online is giving out some free quest packs. Whoa, back up, back it up, back it up. There we go. There we go, much better. As I was saying, let me fix myself here. Oh, come on, let's do this right. There we go, that's better. There we go. As I was saying, Lord of the Rings Online is giving out some quest packs as a thank you for all of the problems they've had recently. Through November the 3rd, you can enter the code Explore Our World once per account in the LOTRO online store. Once you have logged into game into character, I don't believe you can do this from the login screen. I think you actually have to be in game first, but it will grant you all of these quest packs. And then the bottom two, the instance cluster for Return to Carn Dûm and the quest pack for Gondor Renewed, are only 99 LOTRO points, which you can easily get while you're playing, making your way through. And again, all of this is available until November the 3rd. So I highly recommend that if you play a lot of Lord of the Rings Online and you don't have all of these quest packs, you pick them up. This will basically give you everything that the game has available all the way up to the Fate of Gundabad, which is basically the Legacy of Morgoth and the new expansion that they just announced. No date on that yet. But it'll basically give you everything up to the Fate of up to the Fate of Gundabad and the War of Three Peaks for free. You'll have full access to it. Won't have to pay a dime. So I highly recommend that if you enjoy Lord of the Rings Online, that you go ahead and enter in that code Explore Our World, and then spend the 198 LOTRO points to pick up those two, the instance pack for Carn Dûm and the quest pack for Gondor Renewed. Highly recommend it. And the only other thing I want to mention is that the Farmers Fair has been extended to November the 8th, along with the Hardtack Crafting event. So if you're interested in doing either of those, I highly recommend that you get going on that. And let's go ahead and do this. And do this. There we go. We'll get it right eventually. There we go. Oh, I tell you, sometimes I don't have everything figured out. But there we go. So let's go ahead and log in and make our way. I'm currently at the Shire Homestead because I was working on some crafting stuff with both my cook and my hunter. Don't think I'm eligible for any new jewelry yet. I think I got to get into one more level or so. So we're going to work on that today too for a bit. But I hope everyone's doing well today. Happy Friday to everybody. Hopefully you'll have a wonderful weekend. Hopefully stay out of trouble and have a good time. Oh, let's see what we can do here. Let me open up my soda real quick. There we go. And currently through the 8th, we also have a 10% virtue XP boost. So any virtue gains, like from deeds or from your daily rewards that you get, like for instance, open up my silver pack, you get a 10% virtue bonus. And today we get a plain heritage rune of lore, which is 15,000 item lore, which legacy item stat, which is very, very good to get. We'll go ahead and use that immediately. In fact, I want to open up my legendary item panel, which is Control I, And we'll see where we're at right now. I got a couple I can claim that I haven't claimed yet. And it should pick me up 15 and maybe almost 16. Let's see. It's going to be 15,000 item points. Yeah, it got me a good chunk into 16. There we go. So let's go ahead and open up real quick what we picked up. Sealed chest of embers and figments. Very important stuff. Now that's under the item advance? No, under currency. Yes. And I can go ahead and pick them up because I only have 6,000 embers of enchantment. So we can go and activate that real quick. And there's another 110 virtue, or 111 virtue XP. And let's see. Bellish Coffer of Ancient Script. How much Ancient Script do I have? Because I don't want to go over my max. Yeah, that would almost take me to the max, so we're going to go ahead and just put that into storage for now. You can only hold 10,000 Ancient Script. And so we'll throw that in there too. That is just generic enhancement runes. A rare sealed tracery. We'll go ahead and throw that into storage. And some more enhancement runes. There we go. So, we are now heading back to Galtrev. So let's head back there. Let me go ahead and port to Galtrev. I should have a port for it right there. Hey, Gootborn, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, my friend. I hope you find some good trouble. Let's see. Right now, I am working on questing in Galtrev. And I needed to talk to... I was examining there's some goods for Isengard that I need to examine real quick. It looks like they're scattered all over the place, so we'll just go ahead and do some roaming around. Right there's an Isengard ship that I need to explore. I was given that tip for helping out one of the workers. So we'll need to see where the rest of the shipments are. So how are you doing today, Gootborn? You having a good day today? Any plans for the weekend? There we go. Last weekend of my vacation, so I'm just slacking. You know what? I don't blame you. Slacking is an art form. It is most definitely an art form and should be enjoyed to the fullest. Right now I gotta find these shipments and see what's going on here. They'll tell me what's heading toward Isengard and not. They don't do this whole morning just checking Twitch. Nice! Have you been working on the Farmer's Fair, or are you questing? What server are you on? Arcrist and my first session for 3 weeks, and so well, hopefully everything's okay now. I'm currently on the Angmar server, doing the Veil of the Nine. I'm hoping we see a lot of Nazgul. I'm trying to work on my my faction with Amelia right now. And I'm really enjoying the Angmar server. I like the Veil of the Nine mechanic. It's been a little troublesome, and I've definitely died a few times to it, but I like it. I just need one more crate. And there it is right there by the door. We'll go back and talk to Gethin, and then we'll go ahead and find Katrin and talk to her as well, and see what more information we can get about Galtrev. While I ride my hobby horse. And I should summon my goose. Heard some rumors of that, but I haven't seen it myself. Been living a lore master, so I guess it could be it. Well, I'm not sure if it's on Orcrist. I think this is only on Angmar and Mordor, I do believe, are the only places where you'll find the Veil of the Nine and the Nazgul. To my knowledge. I could be wrong, but that's what I think. So here's Katrin. She gave me some information about the lower village that she wanted me to find out. So let's see what she has to say now.
I did not think to see you again, Devoriad, but I was wrong, yeah?
I heard the cries of that pathetic ox from here. Folks of many clans live in Galtrev, but those who have grown wealthy from the gifts of Saurman float to the top. We of the lower village work hard just to get by, but the taskmasters in the upper village live off our labors and return the products of them to the wizard. Perhaps you can be of some use to the Hegbegluth, the clan of the Falcon, eh? We'll stand against those who have thrown in with Saurman. Well, that's good. I really don't want to side with Saurman.
Even the folk of Galtrev are put to work to further the wizard's aims.
Book 4, Chapter 5, Katrin's Rebellion. People of many clans have listened to the promises of Saurman, and where his words are not enough, his gold does the trick. Even the folk of Galtrev are put to work to further the wizard's aims. At the lumber camp northeast of here, trees are felled and the wood prepared for carting off to Isengard. Go there and steal their axes and throw them in the pond east of the lumber camp. Even if they fish them out, the rust will make the axes unreliable and difficult to use. Members of the Dragon Clan may have brought the axes to other settlements in Prenguid. Those will do as well. A simple act of rebellion, maybe, but its effects could be sweeping. Sounds good to me. Always want to go ahead and rub Saruman's nose into stuff a little bit. Okay, those are the old plans. Yes, Angmar and Mordor are both legendary servers. They're currently up to... They just released about a week or so ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, Isengard and the Gap of Rohan. And we're rapidly heading on toward Rohan. Should be Rohan by the end of the year, I do believe. And that's when we'll really start to find out if the 64-bit servers are going to be good or bad, because a lot of people, including myself, never really liked the war horses. So we're definitely going to be interested to seeing how those war horses work on the 64-bit servers. Yep. I've had some people that played on the 64-bit, the full 64-bit servers went ahead and they did Pelennor Fields and such, and Minas Tirith before and after battle, and they said that the lag has definitely been better. And I didn't see a whole lot of lag when I went to Minas Tirith for Midsummer, and usually that place is just an absolute lag fest. So we're hoping that the change they've made, moving everything up to 64-bit servers, is going to make the game much better. We'll see, though. War Horses will be one of the first real tests, as far as I'm concerned, for this server. Yeah, agreed. Definitely agreed. They're way better than the old, but when it's a Saturday night, oh, yeah. Not a whole lot you can do then. Alright, so let's see. Where am I here? Okay. And right there. Oh, great. And it's a mournful right off the bat. Luckily for me, I can do that, so I can go ahead and quickly buff up. Good. Whew, had to pull him away real quick. Ooh, there we go. Took his butt down. That's how you do it. Now we'll quickly get buffed up the max here, get my food and stuff in. Yeah, those mournfuls are no joke. Nice set of tattered shadows, though. Getting 6 tattered shadows is nice, but still. Morasson's vanilla and the lag is way better now. Rohan launched with the computers we had then. Oh, yes. LOTRO 2025 is definitely going to be way better. Like I said, I might actually do a whole lot more on horseback, depending. I didn't do a whole lot on horseback originally because I just didn't like the way they worked on the 32-bit servers. So I'm hoping that it will be much better then. And we just dinged 68. Nice. Let me go ahead and see what I've got here. I've just got 1 point available. I don't think there's anything I need to add. I mean, I could add that last point of volley. Ranged focus spenders increase your range damage to your next range focus builder. So all these would increase in damage until I use these. I can always add another split shot target. Filling XP bar. Oh, always. I always love it when I fill the XP bar. Quick shot has a chance to generate 1 additional focus. Oh no, let's work on perseverance. I want to get my heal up. 11, 14 to 28 plus 15 run speed. Yeah, we want to get that built up. And there's one of the axes that I need to find. And I picked up a new deed, exploring Pren Gwyd. Fanged Lair, Bloodtusk's Den, the Lumber Camp, the Dragon Clan Settlement, the Howling Caverns, and Rook's Hut. Okay. Here we go. Oh yes, filling the XP bar. Grab this wooden chest real quick. And there's the 8 axes. Now I need to find the pond to throw them in. Oh no, it is that one. So it is on the other map. Okay. Oh, there's some birch branches too. You're the first streamer I have seen that has a black chat box. Opacity, it might, it's called. Yeah. I just, to me, having it clear like that just makes it really hard to see. It makes it easy, and I can see it when it goes. It's especially important for me, like, for instance, when I'm doing in the middle of a raid trying to take out a Nazgul. I really don't want to deal with that. You know, I need to be able to see what's going on, be able to communicate with my raid group and stuff, and it's just easier for me to see. It's right there in the corner of my eye, and I can see things a lot easier. So I always like having it black like that. Alright, so where is this pond that I need to find? This way. Oh, it's over there. Okay, I was going the wrong way. I guess we'll just have to take out a couple more of these Dunland guards then, I guess. Such a terrible thing I have to do to take out these Dunland guards, right? I mean, really. We'll dump the axes here. There we go. Mirror trace, I hear you. I've stopped raiding, but I hate... yeah, it doesn't matter the game. I always tend to do a non-see-through windows just because it's so much easier for me. Shadowy Wraith. How many Tattered Shadows do I have right now? Is it worth it? Is it actually worth a trip to Esladin? $160. Almost. There might be a few things out there that might be worth getting. I'll have to double check once I increase my reputation with her, because a lot of the rewards are also reputation based as well. Ooh, some heavy birch branches. I need those for my crafting. Ooh, and I got a cracked really Hevlock sigil as part of it. That's used by, sought after by Westfold crafters for getting advanced recipes. So very important to grab those. And strawberries for my cook is always nice to get. Let me go ahead and hop on my horse real quick. I do. I actually have a couple of videos where I cover my plugins in detail, but I've got Titan Bar, I've got buff bars, I have Reminder to let me know, for instance, when I've got crafting requirements that are due or my daily tasks to do, open up my crate and premium crate back at my guild house. I've got Horsey, I've got pets, travel window, always nice. I have all of my travel icons all right here, ready to go. If I want a random pet, I can summon it, but these days, I like my goose. I'll summon Brunhilde, my loyal goose of Gondor. She's a nice goose. But yeah, I've actually done a couple of videos from my plugins real quick, and they're on my YouTube channel. Link is above. There's a playlist where I cover them if you're interested in more details for them. There's Galtrev right there, so let's go ahead and talk to her real quick. She was the one who asked me to get the lumber axes and throw them in the river.
You caused some trouble out there, I trust, huh? Good.
There is more for you to do. Wood from the lumber camp has already been collected and is being stored in the upper village until it be carted south. Why don't you take this torch and burn the wood piles? That will make them scurry. Oh, and there's the torch right there. That was nice for her to give me that torch. So which way do I need to go? Okay. I want to go this way. Let's see what we can find out here. We need to burn some wood piles. That's probably what those glowing piles of wood are that I've seen, like right there. If I'm heading in the correct direction, I am. And there's the third one right there. They were prepared. Oh well. Hopefully the wood won't be as useful to them. I also still need to talk to Galtrev at the 4th work site. There he is. Let's talk to Galtrev real quick before I go back and talk to Galtrev. He was the one who turned me on to actually searching those crates that I finished up at the beginning of the stream. Did you find what you were looking for? It seems clear to me that our people are fueling a great army. The young men go the same way as those crates, you see. Saurman promises the lands of Rohan will return to us, but the Horse Lords are vicious foes. Okay. And he does not have another quest for me. But you two do. Let's go ahead and talk to you. Let's talk to Urien first.
Do not speak the names of evil things, for you will call them.
Stalled along the road. Pardon, Devodiad, but may I speak with you for a second? Please, this must be quiet. I am in need of your help. The daily wood shipment from the Galtrev lumber camp is late, and I fear for the well-being of the driver, Freyed, upon his return. I heard the overseer of Isengard whispering that he would be sorely punished for this delay. So I need to assist Freyed with the thieves at the Galtrev lumber camp and assist Freyed with the stolen stacks of lumber. And Dunland also has a quest for me.
Even the Uchluth have need of help on occasion.
Where could he be? He has never been this late before. Lund suddenly seems to notice your presence. You, Devodiad, are you going east out of Galtrev anytime soon? If you are, could you look out for my friend Leolin? He ventured out into the road early this morning and has not yet returned. His excursions to gather supplies never take this long. I can do that. And then there's one more quest down here. Oh, let's go ahead and talk to Galtrev real quick. She was the one who had me put those piles of wood to the torch.
Wonderful, wonderful. Oh, you are a treat, my new friend.
Katrin cackles with delight. The Hegbug Luth, the Falcon clan, stands against Saurman and seeks to cause trouble for those who side with him. I think you will be a comfort to us, and perhaps we to you and yours. And let's see here. 31 agility, 32 vitality, Fizz mastery and crit. That's being core, but on any hit receive 10% chance to receive effective 15 power though. That's pretty nice. Agility, vitality, Fizz mastery, and resistance. I think I'll grab that just for the resistance gear. That'll come in very much handy. What was it again? Of course, get the point of them. I want them to be a must. Back in the day, you had to know your stuff in order to play a class and not a plugin. It's not like a boomer. I get why people use them, but I use them in the MMOs, not to be named as a LOTRO player. Everybody has their own feelings. To me, they're helpful. There are other MMOs that I play that don't have plugins, and I don't use them. There are other plugins that I play. One that rhymes with World of Warcraft. I use plugins on that too, just because there's so much information to track that, frankly, it's hard for me with my adult brain and my age that I can't keep track of it all. Whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, that's a personal preference, and I respect your beliefs, of course. You know, use them, don't use them, however you feel. To me, though, they can be a big help if used correctly, if not used overly such. And I try, as you can see, I try not to cover up my screen too much with them.
The clans of Dunland have a proud history, and none prouder than the Falcon.
Weaker clans have forgotten where they came from, forgotten their honor, but not my people. But dangers press on us from all sides. Now, good people live here in Galtrev and throughout Penguid, and they must be protected and their ills cured. Once you have aided the people of Penguid to your satisfaction, go to Turamova and Tal Methras. The people of the Falcon will be glad to have your help. Turamova is to the east of here, beyond the Graven Wood. I can do that. Oh yeah. And I, like I said, I completely understand. Today's MMOs especially, and a lot of RPGs, you can pretty much find out everything about the game either through YouTube, through wikis, or through web pages long before the game is released. And in some cases, it's done by the devs themselves. So if you really want the surprise of the game, if you really want to not see what's going on, you really kind of have to hide from online stuff in order to see it. And it's one of those sticky situations. LOTRO isn't designing the game of you having all the plugins, so it's fine. Yeah, no, I understand completely. It's a personal choice, and I respect people's personal choices, and I hope other people will respect theirs. Myself, there's sometimes my brain does not want to work, and I just can't function without, my nice cup of coffee, and some sodas and whatnot. Sometimes I just can't function without them. You really don't want to see me some days. And my brain just doesn't work very well some days. So I've got to have the plugins here. Like, for instance, the buff bars, they let me know when my buffs are running out so I can go ahead and refresh them. It just makes life a lot easier for me. There we go. So yeah, this way I can stay on top of things and I know when things are about to run out and keep track of them. It just makes life easier. Cool. But no, I fully understand. There's a point where it gets to be too much. It gets a point where you find yourself playing the add-ons more than playing the game. And I think that's a problem. I really do. Your spelling's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I can understand exactly what you're saying. What country are you from, if you don't mind saying? speak. Which way do I need to go? Ah! Guten Tag? Hopefully I said that right. I know little bits of languages. Oh, sorry. I apologize. God, that was terrible of me. One of the other YouTube content creators that I really like is from Sweden. He goes by online name The Click. I love his stuff. He does some great YouTube videos. He's a pip, let me tell you. Good dog. Good dog. Alright, so let's see what sort of trouble we can get into here. We need to assist Freyr with the thieves at the lumber camp. Find out what's wrong with him, and then we need to just help out the people of Penguin as much as I can. My main class is a hunter. I've preferably blue line. I actually tried when they did the last big patch where they changed a lot of the abilities around. I went ahead and played red line for a little while. Fantastic single target damage. Okay AoE damage, but the moment you move, you can't do anything. And I like playing a very mobile class, which is why I like blue line hunter. So I just went ahead and went back to blue line, but I'm probably going to keep red line and use it on certain, switch over to red line, for instance, when I'm not having to fight mournful wraiths. Like, this one's probably going to kill me unless I'm careful here. Out of power. There we go. Give me a moment's reprieve here. Got him. Woo. Well, yeah, I still have to play around a little bit. That's why I kind of have my bar down here set up the way I do. Most of these, with the exception of Exsanguinate, are focused builders, and everything over here are my focus spenders. And I've got some builders, and all melees are builders anyway. So I have all my builders over here, so it's easier for me to rebuild my focus, and then I turn around and spend them to do the big damage. So it's a little bit of a back and forth, a little bit of a play. But I'm used to it since I've been doing it for so long. It's easy for me to just kind of pick things out where I need to go. But like I said, the biggest advantage I have is that I don't need to worry too much about moving. I can move around and being able to do things. Being able to move around, like I said, when I'm fighting off those wraiths, it just is a fantastic thing for me to do. Oh, stalled along the road is back this way. Okay. But it's a nice little play between builders and spenders and such, and it kind of gives the combat a kind of an ebb and flow, which works for me. Your main's a blue berg and no one wants me. It's just a hell of fun. You know what? Honestly, 90% of the time when I'm streaming or even when I'm not streaming, as you can see, I primarily solo. And as you can see, I can take out most of the Nazgul solo. So I really don't have a whole lot of problems doing what I need to do. And if you're having fun, you know what? Screw what other people say. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. That's why we play these games, right? I play mostly Lord of the Rings Online for the story because I was a huge... I read the books, all of them, including the Silmarillion and such, when I was in high school. And I actually started playing Lord of the Rings Online during the beta, but my guild started to get really hot and heavy rating in EverQuest 1 at the time. So, being one of the main clerics for the guild, I kind of had to make a choice, Lord of the Rings Online or EverQuest. And since I wanted to be with my guild, that's what I did. As a Blueberg, I can kill everything, but in raids, I get my DPSs and all that. But I'm having... You know what? Screw it. Have fun, man. It doesn't matter if your DPS is shit during raids or not. As long as you're having fun, as long as you're enjoying the game, that is the only thing that honestly matters. Let's see here. Where do I need to go now? Need to go up. Oh, did I? I completely passed what I needed to do. I got so involved in talking, I completely forgot what I was doing. I'll sign that statement. Yeah. All right, so where the heck is this? Okay, it's on the other side of this wall. Okay. Let me mount up on my horse and let me see if I can find this cart. Well, excuse me, let me hop on my hobby horse and find that cart. I think this is this the Yule version or not? I forget which one I've got. Yeah, it's not showing up here. Next time I open up, we'll check it. Does it have horns? That's the normal one. I'm not sure. Let me see here. It is the... I forget which one it is that I actually have. Ah, there it is. It is just the hobby horse, a favorite toy of Rohirrim children. So it is the non-Yule version. That's the normal one. Yuletide will come up. I'll probably have to go ahead and get the Yuletide version too. But honestly, my favorite ones are the elks. I love the elks, just the way they work. Especially the Elk of Felgoth's Glory. That's my favorite one. I just think that looks so impressive. There we go. Now I know which way I'm going. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I picked up the boar because I've got one of the Elder Slade boar because I think I've got War of the Three Peaks. The only time I honestly use it, unless it comes up randomly, I have these two here for a case I'm in Moria or in a place where I can't use regular mounts, so I always have access to those. Because when we went through Moria, you can't use horses of Moria. You can only use, for instance, the prize Thorns Hall goat or the Elder Slade boar, because they're the only ones that can supposedly grip on those paths within Moria. So I went ahead and had those set out to the side so I have easy access to them. Ah, there he is right there. Alright, let's talk to Frey. Ooh, it looks like he hurt himself. Stolen stacks of lumber.
It is not our custom to trust Devodiad, but perhaps you may be of help to me?
So much lumber was stolen when those horrid thieves attacked. If I do not get it back, I will not be able to deliver the full shipment to Galtrev. Please, help me recover the stolen wood stacks. I am very afraid of the punishment the overseers have in store for me. Okay, I could do that. I don't want him to suffer. And the other quest he has is thieves at the Galtrev lumber camp.
As long as the sun shines, you are welcome here.
I'm a lifer, so I always buy the fancy editions and like the silly fluff. But the boar design, I don't know. Yeah, I was not impressed with the boar. It looks like I'm bow-legged on it. It just doesn't look good to me. That's why I always like the elks. And being a high elf, it just kind of makes sense. It just kind of goes with the whole persona type thing. Help, Devodiad! It was the Dragon Clan, those fiends. They have grown bold of late, probably because the young men and warriors went away. This is meant to be the daily woodship, but as you can see, there has been an attack. Curse the Dreglund. Hey, I'm always up for defeating Dragon Clan. So we need to collect 12 stacks of stolen lumber and defeat 10 Dragon Clan thieves, like that guy right there. And there's some of the stacks of wood that I need right here, too. Oh, they're just scattered all over the place. That's nice. Oh, I'm just going to have to loot that chest again, aren't I? Such a shame. East Diamond YouTube, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Company. Okay, shadowy. I should be able to take it. There we go. There's another 2 more tattered shadows to add to my collection. I have to go by and see Amelia. See if there's any new goodies to pick up. Plus I made 68 too. I don't know how close I am to her next break point. Ooh, 5 chunks of Kalianard Scarn. That will definitely help. I have a lot of crafting that I need to work on. All right, so we've almost got the wood. There's the last stack of lumber that I need. And I've already killed off the thieves, so let's head back and talk to Freyd at his, Tried a red lore master since not really. I do have a lore master right now. My lore master is currently my cook and jeweler. I normally don't do a whole lot of adventuring with her. I am sorely out of practice playing a lore master. But I have heard though that honestly they do a better job on the overworld than hunters do. And when I was playing her for a little bit, she did do pretty good. I had very few problems taking out wraiths and Nazguls and such, so I may go back and start playing her again a little bit. Currently, though, I'm so wrapped up in my hunter, just trying to have a lot of fun working on storyline and such, that I haven't really thought about it. But lore masters are definitely good. I definitely like them. So let's turn in these two quests here. First one is stolen stacks of lumber.
I have not seen your kind before.
Ah, you have recovered all of the missing lumber. Thank you, my friend. You are definitely a true friend. That's good. And then the other one.
Here, as long as you do not trouble us.
Brave warrior, stout hunter, you have done well indeed. You do more to protect us than those white-hand guards and overseers in Galtrev. Well, of course. And he has one more quest.
I have not seen your kind before.
Thank you. You were most kind to come and help me, but should not Isengard protect us? That was their promise, after all. It was, but as we've already seen during the course of just adventuring in Dunland, they're not so good.
Even the Ucluth have need of help on occasion.
Better late than never. Here is another difficulty. I cannot return to Galtrev now. I believe the White-Hand overseers will beat me for my lateness, or worse. They executed my neighbor for losing an important crate bound for Isengard. I wish to escape, but if the wood does not arrive, they will make an example of someone else. Will you deliver it? Of course I will. It's silly. They do insane DPS. I never run out of buttons. I don't know what they were thinking, but it's insane compared to a Champ Guard or even a Rune Reaper. Yeah, like I said, I had zero problems taking care of anything in the open world when I played my Lore Master. I've just always enjoyed the Hunter class, mostly for the mobility, mostly for the ports. Like I said, you saw my port window there. That's just all the places I can go to at a moment's notice. A lot of that is factional based and such, and it just makes the game for me so much easier, especially when you get some of these later quests that are so tied where you got to go to one place and then another place and another place and another place. It just makes it so much easier. That if I'm going to do a solo game, I'd rather not spend all of that time on my horseback. I'd rather just spend it playing. But there are lots of times that the I've played around a little bit with the Lore Master. I've played a little bit around with Champ. I've played a little bit around with Guardian myself. And I just always tend to go back to Hunter. I mean, even when I play other games too, I tend to like ranged casters or bowmen or pet classes. Those are the ones that I've always personally preferred. Or you're just a premium house and a stable keys or cross gold is fast. Yes, that's the other thing too. I have a our guild house is in the Shire, and it's literally like about a 10-second ride out the door to get to the far-reaching stables. So it's really easy in my case to go ahead and do that. I haven't sprung for a premium house yet. I've been tempted to, sorely tempted to, but I haven't yet. He escaped? Good. That is good. I wanted to kill him for his lateness, but it is the Dragon Clan that they should punish. Why do they not defend us when our warriors are gone? Great. Ooh. Crit rating. That's light. Yeah, we'll grab the earring. Take a quick second, see what I got here. I got a bunch of stuff I got to look at. We want to keep the Faithful Gundabad earring for now, so we'll get rid of Dalios. I have one in Rohan, Belfalas, and Erebor. Yeah, I've been eyeing the Belfalas housing. I did some of the questing out there, and the zone is absolutely gorgeous. I really like the Cape of Belfalas. So sorely tempted. Let's see here. This is an enduring short sleeve shirt of fate. Oh, okay, that's light, medium armor, but it's fate. Oh, I'm not gonna wear it though. What does it look like though? How does it look? It doesn't look too bad. I might keep it for costumes. Can't use 34. That would be an upgrade, but it's might. I'd rather get agility and vitality. There's 19 agility on it. Plus 14 maximum power, plus 80 morale. I'll have to think about it. For my cook. That one's a me, and I already know it. That's for my jeweler. Shield of Stamina, or Warden Shield. Alright, so we'll go ahead now. We'll work on this Gnawing Whirly, where you have to search for Leolin, who's a friend of Luned, one of the people that I just passed back over there. So we'll go ahead and see what we can do about her quest. So we need to head out of Galtrev in order to get there. So let's mount up. I don't want to wear that one. There we go. Steed of the Silent Hunter. I like Rohan the best. You can have your own cave in one of them. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, the Thorns Hall place is also not bad either. If you like caves, but I like the outdoors. That's why I was sorely tempted, like I said, to get the Cape of Belfalas. Because I mean, some of the landscapes that you'll see out here in LOTRO are just absolutely gorgeous. There were some people who were doing some screenshots before some of the 32-bit servers closed, and some of them were just absolutely gorgeous. Some of those screenshots they did, they posted them out on Reddit in the LOTRO subgroup. I will have to look at that. But I haven't picked up I haven't done a whole lot of premium housing just because it is a little expensive and money is a little tight for me personally right now. But I've been tempted to. I mean, I'd love to move our guild hall over to one of the premium houses. Company. Oh. Trained warg, huh? And that starts off the Deed Warg Slayer, which is a 100-200. Okay. Belfast is one on an island. Yeah, like I said, that'd be the one I'd go for. If I had it, that'd be the one I'd go for. Like I said, some of those houses are just, and they're immense too. They've got so many places to put items. It's just not even funny. I mean, I've just got a little Shire guild house that I picked up because I could afford it, and it's actually not bad. I mean, there's still room for us to do some stuff to it. The warg that did this evil deed has been defeated, but revenge cannot bring back the dead. That is so definitely true. We'll pick up this Scarn deposit, and then we'll head back to Galtrev and talk to Luna and let her know the bad news. And there's the lid right there. Whoa! Thank you very much, Groot, for the sub, Groot. Thank you very, very much.
The Ukhwairod requires us to give welcome to the Duvoriad.
It cannot be. No, surely you were mistaken. Wargs in Prengwyd? Never. You must be mad. This is terrible. My poor friend. He was a great use to Galtrev, venturing out each morning and returning with the goods to the people of this village. But no more.
It is not our custom to trust Duvoriad, but perhaps you may be of
Thank
help
you.
to me?
Thank you. I do appreciate that, and we'll definitely make when I do it, I'll definitely make sure to do a stream for it. Monsters in the Wild. I have sent one of our last remaining scouts out to see if he can discover where that warg may have come from. If they are indeed gathering in the wilds of Prengwyd, we must be prepared and ask the White Hand for their protection from this menace. And you, will you help protect us as well? For Galtrev, you should hunt down any of those monstrous foes that roam in Prengwyd. When you are finished, you should meet up with my scout. I can do that. I can definitely take out some wargs. Alright, let's go ahead and get rebuffed up here real quick. There we go. Yeah, well, I pick it up, and then I found out that it's actually available out on the I have a supplier horn at my guild hall, and you can actually pick up drops of fine clover honey for there too. So I pick it up sometimes when I pass it. Sometimes I don't pick it up. But that was one of the nice things they did, was they went ahead and put some of those things out on vendors occasionally. So. Yep. Yeah, but I've got the supplier horn at my guild hall, right where all of my crafting materials are, so you can summon anything that you need. I'll have to take a trip out there a bit. That's probably the scout I'll need to talk to once I take care of these trained wargs. Kill special name mobs for crafting materials? Yes. Or when you needed to kill the mobs in order to get stuff to put in your house. Some of the like the Harchem's tentacles and stuff like that too. You needed to kill those mobs to get them. I remember some of that stuff. That was a pain in the ass to get some of that, let me tell you. Taxidermist, yes. That's what I was trying to remember. Like I said, my brain sometimes just doesn't want to work right. Here. No, okay. But they've moved a lot of things to to vendors and stuff to make some crafting easier. Now it's saved on account. That's good to know. Alright, so where are all of the wargs? There we go, that's what I want. I need wargs. Taters! Gotta get them taters! Can't live without spuds. Was it boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew? In the wallet, yeah. Let's see. Taxidermy, yep. I've got an undamaged tundra bear corpse and an undamaged white wolf corpse that I can turn around into taxidermy right now. There's a few of them though that I don't believe are saved to the wallet anymore, but most of them are. which I think is a good thing. Honestly, that is one of the purchases that I tell anybody who's getting into the game, go ahead and make sure that you get is the wallet if you don't already have access to it. Summer, me and my sons. Ah! There are a couple of YouTube channels that I watch that go deep into the lore. Nerd of the Rings, I think, is one of them. That's what I want to say is Nerd of the Rings. But I mean, they've done some fantastic videos about the lore. Yep. Alright, I need more wargs. Don't really need more boars. Heal myself up real quick. Boy, you don't really see a collection like this many places. A couple drops of fine clover honey, tater, and a bunch of blueberries all in one place. Don't bother me with questions. Alcohol fueled discussion with 20-year-olds, but I had a blast being a professor. I can understand that. There are some times that we'll get into discussions here at the house, not necessarily about Lord of the Rings, but it's always nice when you can be the professor of that discussion. It always makes me put a little feather in my cap about that. Being able to talk about such things and help spread knowledge around. That's one thing I've always liked, is being able to spread knowledge. Am I? Okay, I am in the area. It's just they're just not showing up, or I'm just killing too fast and the wrong things are spawning. I mean, it is nice. I'm picking up all of these resources and stuff that I can definitely use, but I would like to move my quest on. Here's a work. Oh, where are the wargs? I don't really need boars. I mean, they're nice for picking up tasks and such, but I'd much rather Only 5 more wargs. Hopefully there's some over here. I'm in the warg area, so where are the wargs? Here's the fanged lair. What about the point of the whole Tolkien mythos with Valinor and tried to go from there? Thought I would lose them with the world created by signing and no contract. Alright, where is it? There it is. Did you... I'm assuming if they're still interested, or any of them actually playing Lord of the Rings online? Would always nice if you can get a couple more people to come out here and join us on the servers. Okay, should be getting close to some. I think there's a whole bunch of them over here. Nope, those are all boars. It's not. All right, let's track. Let's see what we can find on my track here. Why am I wasting time when I can do this? There we go. I don't know why I wasn't thinking about that earlier. I should have done that a long time ago. Yes, I know. I'm a hunter. I can track. I keep forgetting. None of them plays, but a young girl asked before she went home what books to read, and I had listened to them for her. I think it was kind of cute. Yeah. You know what? If you can always get somebody to read, it's a good thing. I'm drawing a blank on the name of the actor. He was in movies. He played a lot next to Divine in like Hairspray and such. And he basically said that if you start dating someone and they don't have a lot of books, don't fuck them. Because they're not worth it. And you know what? I got to agree. If you gonna hang out with someone and they, you know, having books around is important. Being able to read and stuff. Yeah, I'll have to see if I can find the quote somewhere. But I learned a lot from that. Train ward right there. Track. Up that way. Okay. There we go. There's the next warg that I need. Right there. Boy, I tell you, the wraiths are hot and heavy tonight. All boars around here. Let's head back to the other side over here and see if we can find some more. Well, I haven't learned that even if someone doesn't read books, they can really be smart anyway, though some reflections of references be lost on. Yeah, that is true. That is definitely true, but unless you've got someone who's done a lot of reading, they may be world smart, they may be knowledge smart, but there's a lot of nuances that you can get from just spending the time reading. Even if it's just reading articles, if it's just reading, you know, real news sources, you can still learn a lot about a person. I always find it very helpful. Hardfang and a trained warg. Let's see what Hardfang is. He's over that way. There he is. Well, I'm going to have enough Kalianard hide that I'm not going to have to worry about crafting for a while. If you're going to get it, I'll let you. Okay. I was going to let you take it if you were going to. Definitely more than enough resources out here in the world for everybody. Go back this way, see if we can find those last couple of wargs that I need. Let me see here. What do we got? Right there. If I was a snake, it would have bit me. There's 10. Just need 2 more wargs. Back when the Galtrev was into the Game of Thrones, read all the books, heard going on about that series, and seen the series on TV. I just realized there's a period Tolkien's works were. I've read part of the first book. When you've got like 4 or 5 characters that literally are wiped out of the book within about the first 100 pages or so, you tend to lose focus. And I mean, George R.R. Martin is not a bad writer, but he lies too much on characters for a single purpose and then gets rid of them. I couldn't deal with it. It was too much for me to deal with. And I just completed the deed of Beastslayer Advanced. And picked up 5 more LOTRO points. Alright, let's see if I can find those last 2 wargs that I need. Okay, I'm heading in the right direction. It makes me feel good. I got credit for it. Snuck in there and got ahead of it. 2 books I read, but I gave them. Yeah, I couldn't even get that far. So I applaud you for your perseverance as that. But that was just way too bloody for me. I like a story. I like getting dedicated to characters. It's one of the reasons why I like games like Lord of the Rings Online and Star Wars: The Old Republic. They're story based. You can build into the characters. You can. And then when a character that you're interacting with does die, which does happen a few times in these games, it means something. It furthers the story and it furthers your connection to the story. That's just how I personally feel. I know a lot of other people feel the same way and some people don't, but I need to have that connection. I need to be able to feel like what I am reading means something. And if it doesn't, I can't do it. Like another book series that I really, really like is Franz Herbert's Dune. Those are some amazing books, some of the early ones. Some of the later ones, not so much, but a lot of the early ones, they really get pretty involved. Yeah. Yes, the TV series did take some of the best parts, and I really liked it. Now they're all over here. Great. Okay. So I was completely going off in the wrong direction the entire time. That's nice to know. And that's the last one right there. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and find Gordermu and find out the source of the wargs has been discovered. And as I thought, he's right over here. I'm Scandinavian, so it's not so bloody a story for me. Sweden's story is way worse than his. I would not be surprised. I honestly don't know much about Scandinavian history, but if it's definitely as bloody as I suspect, I would not be surprised. Again, a good job streaming. I hope you live a long life and have fun. Cheers, brother. I started playing much because of you. Well, thank you very much, Tycandia7. Thank you very much.
I have not seen your kind before.
You must be Shanchantra. I am glad that you have come. Loon had said that she had sent you, but I was worried you would not have made it here. As you can see, I have found the source of the wargs in Prenguida. Of what to do about them, however, I am not so certain.
It is not our custom to trust Devodiad, but perhaps you may be of help to me?
I'm not certain what the best course of action is here, but I am but a simple scout, not a warg slayer or goblet butcher. If I were younger, perhaps I would make some sort of effort to burn the warg pens within that horrifying camp. If you burn the pens while you kill the wargs and drive out the goblins, perhaps they will not come back. It is unfortunate that I am not younger. Whoa, thank you very much, Gootborn. Thank you for gifting the sub to Cosmic. Thank you. That's the very first sub that someone has gifted in my channel, and I thank you very much for that, my friend. I thank you very much. And on top of it, I just gained 20,000 reputation with the men of Dunland. Which now bestows the new deed on me for becoming ally of the men of Dunland. Completing this deed gets me a travel discount and 10 more LOTRO points. And title Friend of the Dunlands. And for picking up those 99 LOTRO points, I've already picked up 35 points just in the almost 2 hours that I've been playing, just in deeding and questing. So it really doesn't take that much to pick up the 198 LOTRO points that you need for those 2 expansions. And don't forget, again, explore our world. One word in the LOTRO store. You just put it in right down here under redeem code, and you can go ahead and pick up a whole bunch of quest packs that will take you all the way up through Fate of Gundabad. And it's only good through the beginning of November. So if you've not done so yet, do so. Go ahead and get buffed up before we head into the warg and goblin camp here. Everything but Supreme Battle Lore. Explore our world. That's it. One word. Explore our world. That will net you pretty much just about every quest pack from Minas Morgul all the way up to Fate of Gundabad. And I picked up a new new deed, Goblin Slayer, which is the 100-200 deed. And you know what? I think I've got enough going on right now. We're going to pop the Slayer and Skill deed. Whoa. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Gootborn. I apologize. I did not know about that one. I am so sorry. Let me see if I can unmute you real quick here. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. It for some reason it registers when you do too many caps, and I apologize for that. My early days of streaming, I had some people pop on that were, shall we say, not very friendly, and so I had to turn around and do some heavy moderation, and it just I haven't changed it because there hasn't been a need, and I'd rather be safe with my moderation. So, if it was done in all caps, it might have been. That might have been what was done. And again, I apologize. That was not something that I would have done on purpose. So, oh, White Hand Warg Tamer, and he's got a green glow. What's he got here? Rallied. He heals morale, and it has a bonus to maximum morale, and increases morale of nearby goblins. So let's just drop his butt right now. One shot, one drop. That's what we want to do. Copy the weekly thing from the launcher and posted that when it was in caps. That's probably what the problem was then. Wow, there's a lot of banded coffers around here. That's going to help my scholar. And play the blues for the free... Oh, that's a good one. Thank you. Play the blues. Let's go ahead and get that really quick. Or maybe not. Okay, we'll check it in a bit. Enjoy the quest packs, Taekwondo 7. And again, if I butcher your name, I apologize. Alright, so we still need to... Oh, it's out of range, that's why I couldn't get him. Okay, let's move forward here and take out some more of these warg pens. Nine. Right now I mostly use light oil. I do have both light and fire oil, but I mostly use potent light oil because it works well against the Nazgul, and they can just spawn up at random. And still, it will critical hits will blind your opponent, causing your attacks to miss more frequency. It just kind of helps. It just kind of helps keep me alive. The fire ones do extra damage though. The critical hits will blister into your fire damage, but having the Nazgul effectively miss every now and then, I find is a lot more valuable. But I will occasionally switch between light and fire just as the whims go. I'm a dock guy, Bluebird. Yep. Oh, I understand that completely. One of my favorite classes that I like to play sometimes is Necromancers, and they are very dot heavy. Send your pet in, load up about 25 dots, and sit back and watch the mobs die. Though for some reason Necromancers are not liked in good cities. I still haven't been able to figure that part out yet. I don't quite get it. I mean, I'm a nice guy, you know. Yeah. You know, I'm like Suave and Deboner, you know. I'm kind of nice, you know. I can't understand why people wouldn't like me, you know. So what if I just throw dead bodies around all over the place? It's just not a big deal, right? All right, I've got to find that last warg pen. It's probably up. Yep, there it is, right up there. Okay, so I need to go up. D4 always necro. For me, my D4 is mostly Sork. Love Sork. Huge Sork fan. Looks like I gotta get up here. Maybe this way? Here we go. Come on, come on. Up, up, up. Oh. There we go. Over here. One season went Sork, Lightning Ball one had a blast. Yeah, that was what kind of made me do Sork too. Was going Lightning Ball. Right now though, I'm huge onto Chain Lightning. I've done Chain Lightning the past couple of seasons, and I just love it. Yep. Not really. Yeah, it's not really Necro Fantasy because that's more going minions and such, but still. It is kind of fun. And here's the last warg pen. Oh, I've grouped with some people, did Blood Wave on world bosses, and that is fun. You get about 5 or 6 Necros, and you're all seeing like a bunch of Blood Waves go all over the place. Alright, so we will go ahead and turn in this quest to Gorono. And he's got a new quest too, but we'll turn in Beasts for Steeds first.
Greetings. Will you remain here long?
Ah, you are very brave. I was certain you would die within, and that I would have to find another solution to this problem. I am glad that such a measure was not necessary. Good. Nice cowbell minis on a strangle.
It is not our custom to trust Devodion, but perhaps you may be of help to me?
And he wants me to go back and has the chief get rid of Mange Rider, who I've already defeated twice, so we'll go back in and take care of him. Okay, so he's going to grab that. So we will come over this way. Oh, we'll grab these. Well, nope. If you're going to take them, I'll let you have them. I'm not going to argue. There we go. I got credit for Mange Rider. And he's going to take the banded coffer. I'm just going to check a look real quick for anything else. Yeah, he did get it. That's fine. Yeah, it does sound like somebody has the sleigh bell. I had the sleigh bell on a couple of characters for fun.
I have not seen your kind before.
I heard a terrible disturbance within and feared the worst for you. But you have arrived triumphant. Have you truly defeated the terrifying leader of these creatures? I will return to Galtrev at once and tell Luna that we have dealt with the threats of the wargs and Brennan Grid. Good. On the Eternal Realm, where I can use the best stuff after a season, my blow is going to be... Oh, wow. Yeah, I haven't gone back to the seasonal realms. I may have to just get one of my characters out, get them fully buffed up, and just go to town and see what I can do. One of the things I do like, though, about Season 10, they're getting rid of the stages in Andariel, Duriel, and the Harbinger of Hatred. So if you've got enough DPS and can burn them straight down, you can do so without forcing those pauses within their combats. So I think that's a good thing. I think it's going to make Season 10 a lot more fun. I may even stream some of Season 10 when it launches. Oh, and for those of you who are looking for some of the unique cosmetics, Myrtle Mint is right here in Galtrev and is also at the Boar's Head Fountain in Bree, as well as I think the Curator is still available too, though I'm not 100% sure. The Curator might have, let's see. Go. At least I think. Yeah, the Curator returns. I think she left on the 31st, unfortunately. Yeah, she did. She left on the 31st. Okay. Oh, let's see what Myrtle's got.
What can I do for you today?
She currently has the Able Angler. Well, let's see if I can take a quick look at it. The Able Angler. That's the Able Angler gear. With the exception of the cloak. Silent Hunter. And that's the Silent Hunter gear. I mean, if that was dyed, I would say like a dark green, like a forest green. That might not be too bad. And then she's got the cloak of the Silent Hunter. Yeah, it would have to be green, I think. That doesn't look like a Silent Hunter to me, all out in red like that. And then Able Angler's favorite painting. And yeah, mostly pelt and tapestry, the Silent Hunter, though. That might not be too bad. I'll have to look at that one better. But those are the housing decorations that currently Myrtle Mint has. Able Angler stuff and Silent Hunter stuff. And the steed of the Able Angler and steed of the Silent Hunter. I already got the Silent Hunter steed. And for pets, the Able Ice Shore Fisher, the Sitaka, the Rust Corgi, and the Decorated Goose. I like my loyal Goose of Gondor. Let's see, I leveled. Did I have any upgrades? Nothing available to forge. Okay. So let's go back to Dunland and go ahead and turn in this quest. Yeah, the curator is the one. Myrtle rotates around, but it's a curator that has the good stuff. Unfortunately, she just left a few days ago. In fact, it was from her that I picked up the this gear. This is the Caer Dune Alchemist garb. That's the one that the curator had. The RGB Force Armor, yeah. But this is the gear right here that you can pick up from, or you could have picked up from the curator. I like it personally. I think that's some of the best stuff they've done, in my opinion. Though also the flowing silver gear is not too bad either. And then this is the Les Saglin Spring Tunic and Majestic March Warden stuff, which is the guild level 65, I want to say, Taylor's Guild gear. And then that right there that I also picked up is the Unflagging Dragon gear. Well, we're Unflagging Dragon for a little while. Let me change my outlook a little bit. And there's the Dunland right there.
You're welcome here, as long as you don't trouble us.
Ah, Goronu was just here. He spoke highly of your bravery in driving out the wargs and their riders at the Howling Caverns. You are a great hero, and the folk of Galtrev will sing of your deeds here. And we get the Threadbare Cloak of the Dunland Healer, which is a Will Vitality. Disused Robe of the Soothsayer. And Scout's Weathered Leather Gloves. Nothing I really want. I don't like that robe all that much. The cloak's not too bad. I might pick up the cloak and throw it in. Let's pick up the cloak and go and throw it in my wardrobe. There we go. And I picked up 2 Taylor cases. Let's see if I need any of those. Ooh, Westfold Armaments. We can use that. Westfold Essence. Got to start building my collection of those. Dagger of Fate. Answer runes. Put those into shared storage. And sell the rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. My Burke has the nicest cloak you can only get in this area. What's the name of the cloak? I'd like to see it. So let's see. Let me. Of course, I can't remember the name. I'm going to check. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm very curious. I'd like to see what the cloak is. I'll pull it up and take a look at it. Let's see something here real quick. That bound to me? Yes, it is. So that goes into personal fault. Alright, so let's see what Mary's quest is.
The Tuchluth have been destroyed. I pray to the Uchwirat that we will not be next.
You must help me. It is my husband, Tomos. He is a stubborn old warrior and has gone to fight the Dragon Clan alone. He says that the White Hand does not do enough to protect Galtrev, and so he must do so himself. But he is missing in his work while he is gone. It will surely kill him upon his return. I guess I will have to start looking for him. Silky Cloak of Destruction. Let's see here. Let me move myself out of the way here. Take a look at the cloak. That's not bad. I like the design right down here. That's kind of neat. Silky, thick, and thin. The level 70 gear, which means I should be picking it. I should be seeing something like it very soon, or be able to pick it up. And it's agility, vitality too, which would be perfect for me. Agility, vitality, phys mat, and crit rating. 4 of the stats that my character loves. Same area, good. Then I'll be on the lookout for it. All right, so let me go ahead and let's see where we need to find Mari's quest, taking matters into due west. That way. Okay. Lugadier, Adventurer's Quartermaster? Oh, okay. Oh, minimums. Oh, okay. Hunter gear. It's all minimum level 75. Helm of the Impossible Shot. And that is Scorched Helm token and Scorched Shoulder Guards token. Intent concentration cooldown. Agility bonus for 2 equipped. Armaments of the Impossible Shot. Okay. That might be worth getting. 566 armor, eye level 75. That might be worth it. We'll have to see if we can get some of that. And the Rahirum Quartermaster and Dunland Quartermaster. This is where you can get your mounts and stuff. The prize Dunland steed, but you need to be kindred statting with the men of Dunland in order to get it. And let's see, cooking tier 7s. I can go ahead and grab those for somebody else I know. And farming. And jeweler. And I'll go grab the scholar and tailor in just a second. Let me go ahead and put those away from my crafter real quick. Because I only need Westfold skills, and I know I have those already on that character.
What do you expect of me?
So let's see,
What do
scholar.
you have to trade?
Good, I need both of those. Oh, yes. The campaign armor. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to be doing some crafting. Got some armor to make, and looks like I've got some battle scrolls to make too. Also, one other I got on a champ in vanilla that was very rare to get. Was able to get and looked great. It still does. Cool. Yeah, I've noticed a lot of the gear is you only get it offered depending on the class that you play, which I don't really have a problem with that. I think it's neat. It makes playing classes important. And this kind of stuff like here makes factioning important too.
You are ill-equipped to venture into these lands.
There's the return to Galtrev and need kindred status. And that returns the whole friendship. Yep, I definitely want that. Sage's Quill. Oh, Will and Fate, so it's done for me. Warden class items. This is all 73, yep. Yeah. So I can get it on the other character, put it in the wardrobe, and then put it on mine. Hunter class items, there we go. Guide to Galtrev, which I've already... Yep, I'll need to get that at minimum level 70, so I'll need to come back here and pick up stuff. And then right next to him is the Rohirrim Quartermaster,
It is
which...
wise for wanderers to equip themselves well.
You got friend status with Theoden's riders in order to pick it up, so it'll be a while before I can get this stuff. Alright, so let's make our way... Oh, no. I guess I can't go that way. Okay. Need to find Tomos out in the wild. He's only 590 meters away. He's not that far. Cloak of the Steadfast. Oh, that is a nice cloak. Look at that. That is a very nice cloak. I like that one. Yeah, just cosmetic. That's fine. That's a beautiful cloak. Evened him? I've already got high faction with them. I'll have to head out there and pick it up. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Great. God. Okay. Thank you. Alright, here's a Dragon Clan settlement. That's probably where Tomos is. Esledin. Okay. I gotta head out there anyway to spend off some of these tattered shadows I've got, so... I wouldn't be surprised. Esledin has its own currency, I do believe. I want to say bronze and silver are Norian coins. Yeah, there's valuable and ancient silver coins used to trade with the wards of Anonymous for some of their most valuable items. I wouldn't be surprised if you got to get bronze and silver coins together. That would make sense to me. Okay, here we go. Let me talk to Tomos.
The Ukwirod requires us to give welcome to Devodion.
Hail! Look, the Dragluth. I knew they had settled nearby. They can smell the weakness of Galtrev. I know I risk all to come here, but someone must deal with this menace. The White Hand does nothing but force us to labor for a war that does not help us.
And he's got 2 quests, a Brazen Chieftain and Galtrev's Unwelcome Neighbors. Ring of Devotion you need to barter for it. Okay, well, looks like I've got some searching to do. A Brazen Chieftain.
As long as the sun shines, you are welcome here.
The leader of these brigands means to conquer these lands while the warriors of Galtrev are absent from this war of Saurman's. You must defeat him if nothing else. A dragon is no dragon without a head, just a harmless writhing snake. Let us send these snakes back to the grasses.
I like that thought. And the other quest he has is Galtrev's Unwelcome Neighbors, probably just killing a bunch of the Dragon Clan.
Even the Akluth have need of help on occasion.
The Dragluth has learned of our weakness and decided that now would be a fine time to settle so near. Now they steal from us and threaten us day and night. The Dragon Clan is a bitter enemy of all the other clans of Dunland. They are behind the crimes and the mischief done in these parts more often than not. The White Hand will not deal with them, so we must take it upon ourselves.
LOTRO Wiki? I can pull up LOTRO Wiki real quick. Design a chance to drop enemies during the Battle for Algaher, the Battle before Ramasdelian, or the Battle of Runadin. So it looks like that you need to do instances in order to get it. This repeatable quest instance can be accessed once the servers accumulate a total of 70,000 ring lores for Elrond in his efforts to stop the Martillo. Okay. So yeah, it looks like it's doable. I'm not sure about on Angmar right now, but it should probably be doable. I think it's from Garth Forthier. Definitely doable. I think I've actually done Garth Forthier on stream, so. Yeah. With this being a legendary server, sometimes they don't activate things right away, but I think that one has been activated already. He's only 180 meters away, so he should be reachable. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure they were, but I'm probably well over leveled for it now, so I should be able to do the instance if I want to. So I'll have to double check it out, see if I can pick up that ring. Hi. Boy, none of them wanted to let me go that time. There's the Dragon Clan chief right there. And there's the 15 of them. We'll make our way back to Thomas and talk to him. Got his level 50, and I'm confident probably now my champ wears a pink outfit with the title Foo. Let's go ahead and turn to these two quests here. The first one is a Brazen Chieftain.
You are welcome here, as long as you do not trouble us.
The head of the dragon has been severed? You are worth 100 of the White Hand gods. I see now how wrong all of this is. Saurman offered his friendship, and this friendship only forces my people into brutal labor and leaves them to be harmed by their enemies. Something must be done.
No. I don't want any of it, so we'll just get the most expensive one and sell it. 8 silver, 6 silver, 6 silver. Grab you. And the next one is Galtrev's Unwelcome Neighbors.
The Ukwirod requires us to give welcome to Devodiad.
What a fine warrior. I could see you from here, brave and fearless and strong. I was like you once, but now I must watch from my hiding place. These foes would have overwhelmed me.
And
Hear
this is
me
probably
out, Devodiad.
Ah.
I have a tale to tell.
Fun times, but the champs was so weak back in the day. Pull more than 2 mobs on fervor, you were done, even if they were green. Yeah, I think one of the classes that I tried when I very first started during beta was champ, and I quickly put it aside. Not being able to handle the landscape as a character class is not very promising, and I definitely sent a lot of information about that, how I thought, and they didn't use any of it, of course, but I still sent them my thoughts. You have showed me what a true alliance should be, and what Saurman had offered is no alliance. He has stolen our warriors and made us slaves. It is clear that the people of Dunland are nothing to him but thralls. Let us return to Galtrev now, and perhaps with your help I can demand a fair alliance from the White Hand people stationed in our village. Oh, no. Why, Tomos? Why do you want to do this? Let us return.
The people of Galtrev have formed an alliance with the White Hand, for Isengard has vowed friendship in return for assistance with its war effort. But the people left behind in the hands of Saruman's minions are little more than slaves in this new era.
Oh, Thomas, why do you want to do this? I believe my people are ready to be free of this burden, but there is only one way to find out. But first, I must find my wife. Come, my friend, she will be glad to know that you survived that ordeal as well. Tomos, what have you done? What do you mean? We have driven away the Dragon Clan threat. Yes, how wonderful, but what of the White Hand? The overseers came to me many times while you were gone. They demanded to know where you had gone. What have we done? We are not free. We are slaves. They will punish you for disobeying them. Do not worry, my love. I will deal with these wicked men. Overseer, he is coming. An angry White Hand overseer approaches. Oi, you there! 2 little mongrels went rogue today and missed their day's work, eh? How do you propose to make up for that labor to Saurman? You'd best start running, little high elf. You and your friend Tomos. I will not be merciful. Where have you been, eh? I've had it with you lazy mongrels. Starting now, when you don't finish your work, you will pay for it. With blood. We are not slaves of Saurman. This was to be an alliance. We gave Saurman our warriors and vowed to protect us in their stead. A White Hand overseer has been defeated. This act of defiance will surely enrage the servants of Isengard. Tomos, we heard the commotion. Are you all right? There's been talk amongst the men from Isengard. We feared that they were attacking you. I think we've beat them to it, Galtrev. Hear me, my people. Saurman has taken our warriors away and replaced them with an alliance with the White Hand. This alliance is nothing but enslavement for our people. We must free ourselves from these oppressors. Yeah. I agree with Tomos. Down with the White Hand. Oh. Oh, he better run. Looks like that's all of them.
Evil things stir in the night.
Oh, of course Brunhilde's got this. She's my loyal goose. She's a vile goose. Ah. Thank you for helping with my husband. You did what many of us could not. Stand up to the injustices of Isengard. You were a great boon to the people of Galtrev today. We are safe, even if only for a short time. Rest, my friend. Retribution may still come, but I hope it will not be soon. We'll go back and talk to... I thought that was something. We'll go back and talk to Mari.
Sleep often escapes me, for the night shadows bring fear.
You fought bravely for our people. You are a true hero, like the folk of the old tales. We owe you much. Thanks to you, our people are slaves to the White Hand no longer. But I fear that Saurman will retaliate when he hears of what happened here. They might just. I don't know how long the Grey Hand will stay here. But at least I was able to do some good. But ladies and gentlemen, I do believe at this time I must call an end to my stream. My partner is in need of assistance, and it's almost our dinner time out here. So I would like to thank everyone very, very much for joining me today. We had a great stream. We made a lot of progress in Galtrev, and I will be picking up from this point on my next LOTRO stream, which will be this Monday for MMO Monday. My next scheduled stream, however, will be this Sunday, should I be available, to do Star Wars The Old Republic. I'm currently working my way through the Shadow of Revan, and things have taken a very, shall we say, interesting turn. As always, all of my streams will be available up on my YouTube channel. Link is down below. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I stream on Twitch. Link is also down below. I stream 4 days a week, and occasionally other streams as they come up. So again, I would like to thank everyone else for joining me. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day. Take care of yourselves and be safe. And I will see you all very, very soon. Take care.